I know. I'm like one of the weirdo people who's like, I'm not a fan of like Nintendo games. And I think it's also because like it's not something that I grew up with, I think.
I barely did. I didn't have I guess I didn't have a gaming system until I was in high school because my parents just didn't. I didn't have money. They didn't buy me anything.
Yeah.
So I got a 3DS. That was my first console for my birthday in like 2009 or something.
Okay.
And that's my first gaming. So I did play a lot of Nintendo because I had a 3DS. But 3DS and the DS in general is where a lot of weird shit got. I don't know if you know the lore.
No.
Literally, the Wii, the 3DS, the DS, basically the developer tools were really available to anyone. So a lot of people built like weird crap to put on there. But that also means like a lot of indie games like got their start on the Wii and the Nintendo DS.
Okay.
And so a lot of like really beloved games were on those.
It's cool. I had
Which
no
is
idea.
sad because you didn't get to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my first console was the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
But I also bought a PS4 because I'd been following the development of Detroit Become Human. And that was like my Roman Empire for a while. I say as...
I hate that game.
You what?
I fucking hate that game. We don't have to get into it.
Please explain.
We don't have to get into it.
No, I would love to know.
David Cage is weird, first of all.
Actually, no, I will agree with that.
I fucking hate that guy.
100% fucking agree.
I don't know. I felt like some of the stuff that he wrote, especially into the girl story, I don't remember her name.
Kara?
Sure. And the girl, the baby...
Alice?
Yeah, why was she a robot? They would have hit like 1,000 times harder if she was like an actual human girl.
I actually will agree with that.
I hate that they made her a robot. And then like the robot god shit, weird. First of all,
I fucking love
weird.
that shit.
It was weird though. Absolutely weird. And then the cop, he's a cop.
Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, this was my Roman Empire for a really long time.
Didn't like it.
I will say I do have a tattoo. But I also will say I would like to get said tattoo covered up. It's not like it's... I did not do the fucking stupid thing where people were like tattooing his number on their arm.
That's without weird. See?
Yeah, without understanding the context of that. And I'm like...
That entire...
Y'all need to like learn your history.
That entire part of the game, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then the robots in the back of the bus... Like, I get he was going for, like, a metaphor. It did not hit for me. It was bad.
It was less of a metaphor and more of,
in
like,
your face.
In your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think, like, the time that it came out...
Wild.
Poorly timed. And I understand that video games take years to produce, but maybe put a warning at the beginning of... when they had released it, of being like, hey, we understand that there's a certain political turmoil that's happening.
Yeah. I don't know.
Something like that was just very...
I feel like a lot of his games are just, like, very heavy-handed.
They are. They really are.
Yeah. I don't like any of his games.
That's fair. I, like, did not like Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. The controversy behind that was wild as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I also only played it because Elliot Page was in it.
Yeah. But then the stuff came out, and I was like, I'm not gonna play this game.
Yeah. I had played it before then.
I didn't.
But...
I don't like him. I don't like that guy. And I'm really upset that he's supposedly... I don't know if it's still in development. He is supposed to develop one of the upcoming Star Wars games. And it looked really cool, but I was also like, I'm not gonna like it just because he is part of it.
That,
yeah. A game that I will mention that I also don't like is the stupid Disney Dreamlight Valley game.
I've never heard of that one.
You haven't heard of Disney Dreamlight Valley? Okay.
I don't generally keep up on like Disney related news.
That's fine. I like Disney. I used to work at Disney, and I really wanted to play this game, and I got Xbox Game, whatever.
Their Game Pass, whatever that's
called. The Game Pass. It's literally called Game Pass.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Xbox Game Pass, just to play this game. It was like the $1 month when you first sign up, and then I canceled it after. And so they said they said this game was going to be free to play after, because it was technically came out in early access. So you could pay to play the early access, and then after a certain amount of time, it would go free to play. That did not happen.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been like 2-ish years now, and they're just not, it's just straight pay, like pay me money.
Damn.
And it's not even, I feel like it's not even a reasonable amount of money, because maybe if it was $20, then I would buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's $30 base price.
Yeah.
And then you can pay for expansion packs. I feel like if you have expansion packs in your game, you should not be asking $30.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. And so I just refused to buy that game now. Also, it was kind of boring. Like, like my hot take, it was kind of boring.
I love that.
I granted, okay. I'll align the, like, gameplay loop for you.
Okay.
So you would, like, plant shit, and then you would, like, ooh, go gather your shit, sell it or whatever. And then, I don't know, eventually it goes to, you get someone, I don't know what unlocks it, but someone will ask you for help or whatever.
Okay.
And then, because they want to cram as many characters as they can into this little game, they have, like, portals that you can go to other worlds. And so that's what you kind of have to pay for, is to get more characters or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but it is so boring to me when you go into the Moana land and it's literally a beach with Moana standing there, and she says, "Go find me some seashells." And then you have to go, like, gather seashells and give it to her.
Oh my
and then
God.
she's like, "Oh, thank you." And then that's it. That's her quest.
That does sound really boring,
It's really fucking boring. I could not commit to it.
That's fair.
And I refused to pay for it. I was gonna give it another chance if it ever did go free to play, because I think it gets saved on my, like, whatever login that I started playing it with.
Yeah.
I will not play it now. It was... I'm just pissed at that. Anyway, I had to bring that up because I got mad.
I hope I don't get sued. I mean, it's an opinion.
Sue me. I'm just kidding. I don't have any money.
Speaking of games that you hate, let's go back into Night in the Woods. That is one of my absolute favorite games. I love the soundtrack. I have it. I cosplayed as May for one Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you like it?
Boring.
I mean, I can't fault you for thinking that something is boring, because, like, it's literally, like, that's what it is. But, like, I loved it. I loved the fact that it was a silent game. When I say silent, I mean, like, a lot of it's just, like,
acting?
There's no voice acting,
okay.
Yeah. A lot of it was just, like, music, atmospheric. And I just liked that. And I liked that you had to go around, and if you really wanted deeper lore, you had to go around and you had to explore everything.
When did you play it? How old were you?
This was...
like, when it came out, maybe? Or after?
I don't know what year it came out, but I was still in college.
I think that's why.
I
think that's why you like it.
Because I played it when I was in college?
Yeah.
Explain.
I feel like the main character was built for, like, people who don't know where their lives are going yet. And because the main character is, like, super lost, she doesn't know what the heck she's doing. She's a college dropout. I got at least that far. And she's going back to her hometown, and it's just like, here's her life. I feel like that's why you probably connected with it.
Fuck! I mean, yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head on that one.
Yeah.
I will say, though, when I did initially play it, like, yeah, that shit hit really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I went through a whole, like, emotional, like, roller coaster cycle on that. And I did play it multiple times. I am very excited for their next game, which is coming out. I don't actually remember what it's called, but I'm still very excited for it. And then I remember getting to the end of Night in the Woods and being very upset that it was over.
Oh.
And then I did replay it because I realized that, like, you can search more in the world to, like, find other things. And so I did. So was doing, like, a trophy run on that one. And then I started my third playthrough after you guys came over and you started ranting about how much you didn't like the game. And I was, like, inspired to play to play it after. So I started another playthrough.
It's like, for me, I would have finished it. I was very close to finishing it when I decided I didn't like it. I mean, I decided before that I didn't like it, but I was like, maybe I can finish it. And it was like a slog. Like, literally, you start at the same place, you go through the world, something happens, and then you go to bed, and then the next day, the same exact thing happens again. And very, very little changes between each day.
That's not entirely true, though. Like, you really have to explore the world for your days to change.
I did. I went up to the church. I talked to the lady. I talked to the homeless guy up there. And it was just really boring. Like, I was waiting for something supernatural to happen. Like, when the hand showed up, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then nothing ever happened with that. And I got to right before the last day when you had to choose which person to go with.
Yeah.
And then I was like, who should I choose? And then I, like, looked it up. And then I read what happened. And both of them were boring to me. So I just didn't finish the game.
I played through twice so that I could go with, like, each one.
Yeah.
And then my third playthrough, I think I'm just going to play it however I want to.
I also thought the main character was really unlikable.
I really loved May. I liked her a lot.
I didn't like her. I liked the little fox friend.
Yeah.
He had his life together, and then you came in and just shitted all over it. I didn't like her. And then the little crocodile, alligator, whatever. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. She was cool. I liked her because she was mean to you. And I was like, yeah, she fucking deserves it. Be mean to her more.
I was like, I hate you because you're so mean. But I mean, if you actually follow her storyline, like, she becomes nicer to you.
I know she does. But May deserved it.
I mean, story-wise, yes, I understand. But I really liked it. I would say I really enjoyed the dream sequences because of the music.
I did enjoy the music in the game. But that was also just, like, jump around and collect the things.
Yeah.
And not to say, I do like collectathon games. Like, I don't know if you've heard of Hat in Time. Love that game.
I can't stand the scavenger hunts.
I really like A Hat in Time. I really like Here Comes Nico. And those are both, like, collectathon games. I love those games. This one, don't like it.
I really like this one. But yeah, I will agree and say that, like, you relate more to the character of May if you're sort of in the same cycle of life that she is. I'm calling it cycle because, like, that's the best word that I feel like describes it. But it does hit differently because now that, like, I am out of college and have my life further than May's, it does hit a little different.
It doesn't hit at all for me.
That's fair.
I didn't like it.
That's fair.
And I've had it for, like, years and I just haven't played it. This is the thing with me. I just hoard games. Like I said, undiagnosed ADHD. I just hoard them. And then I play for a little bit. And sometimes I'll, like, put it away. I'll be like, I'll come back to that. And then I will, but it'll be, like, a year later.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
I agree.
But this one, I had been looking forward. And then finally I was like, I'll just sit down and play it. And I don't like it. But sorry.
Fair. I mean, I can't fault you for that.
I could not steal a pretzel.
Very easy.
Every time I tried, the guy yelled at me.
All you have to do is, like, stay still when he's, like, looking at you.
I should be able to steal it regardless of whether people are looking at me.
I failed the first time. The second time I got it.
After I failed, it wouldn't even let me try again.
No, I mean, like, my second playthrough, I got it.
Oh, so if you fail once, you just
can't?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yep.
Let me try every day. Why don't they let me try to steal every day? My little character's already a little crap. Piece of crap. No. I didn't like it. Sorry if you liked it. You can like it. I just don't like it.
That's fair.